It's always on and I light tonight. Oh, give. Oh, we both messed up. I can't.
Finish it off. Let's go. There we go.
Hi, Mom. We just got kidnapped like Ready Boys.
I've had too much time to be in toxic place. I have to leave. Don't you know that times are changing? Growing up, that's the stage. Time is fleeting, catch a sweet. These friends seem to young tree.
One thing that I find unique about community is the freedom, and it gives such a comforting environment to not only the students but the staff, and it also has helped me thrive because I feel trusted here, and it has helped me prepare for college and has helped me mature as a person. Thank you.
I think one of the most important things about community is the openness and welcoming atmosphere that the teachers and administrators and students all bring together. And the ball is put in the students' court for certain things, and I think that that trust is extremely important too. Thank you.
I think one of the most special things about community is just the love between everyone here and the love everyone has for what they're doing. It's always clear that the teachers are teaching about things they're passionate about, and that enthusiasm rubs off on the students, and it makes the whole school a loving and welcoming community.
You ready? But what are we, don't record yet, what are we saying?
Welcome back.
Rainbow zebras forever. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So bad. Okay, we gotta do it again.
Hello, everyone. This is your friend Victor Wooten, sending a special shout out to the seniors of Community High. This one's for you. Check it out. special ones. 2020, what a special group. I know you don't get a normal graduation, but that's all right. 2020 is special. And for the next 100 years at least, we're going to be talking about you. Even when people graduate in 2021, 2022, they're going to be comparing it to 2020 because this is the special year. It's not normal, but you're not normal. You're special. You're the future. The future. Let's do good things with your future. All right? Much love to you from Victor Wooten and to all my friends there, especially the seniors of Community High. I love you all. Y'all stay special.
Good evening. Boy, do I wish we were all together tonight to celebrate and honor this amazing group of graduates. However, I do not want to belabor the fact that we can't all be together right now in the same room. First, I know that you are all too aware of that. But second, I want you to keep in mind that graduation is so much more than what happens during a ceremony at Hill Auditorium. Just like true character is what you do when no one is looking, being a part of a community doesn't go away just when we're not in the same room. At Community High School, we are a true community, and each of you has rubbed off on us, and hopefully we rubbed off on you as well. The reality is that once you become a Community High student, you are always a part of our community, and a little piece of each of you lives within our building and within our hearts. So this evening, as we spend time together celebrating and honoring the class of 2020, I hope that all of our graduates can feel the love and admiration that all of us are sending you through the universe. I hope that you are feeling all of that CHS love and connection wrapped around you throughout the ceremony like a glowing aura. But I also hope that all of our families and guests that are joining us this evening start to feel a little of that aura as well. Community High is a unique school, and we've always had a unique graduation ceremony. Often our guests can start to get a feel for what it looks like to be a student at Community. In fact, it might be more accurate to say that they start to get a feel for what it looks like to be a part of Community High. Students don't just attend our school, and teachers don't just teach. We are all a part of this amazing learning community that is Community High School. We hope that this becomes apparent to our guests in this virtual format. After all, you are joining us to celebrate your special loved one's completion of their 4 years of high school education, and we hope you get a little taste for what their high school experience has been like. We are here tonight to celebrate the graduation for the class of 2020. Before we dive too deep into our celebration and the awarding of diplomas for this amazing group of young people, I would like to thank and honor some of our distinguished guests. With the Ann Arbor Public Schools Board of Education, we have Brian Johnson, Jessica Kelly, Jeffrey Gaynor, Rebecca Lazarus, Susan Bescott, Simone Lightfoot, and Glenn Nelson. And next, with the Ann Arbor Public Schools Central Administration, we have Dr. Janice Kerr-Swift, David Comza, Marios Demetrio, Dawn Linden, Jenna Bacalor, Andrew Cluley, Paul DeAngelis, Dr. Marianne Fedician, Shantae Langford, Emil Lausma, Liz Margolis, and Jazz Parks. I would also like to introduce and honor all past and present Community High deans that have joined us for this evening. First, our fabulous Assistant Dean, Rebecca Westrate. I also know that Dean Emeritus Peter Ways is with us this evening out there as he celebrates his own daughter's graduation with us. But I do want to send a special welcome to any other dean, past or present, and assistant dean who is tuning in to this celebration this evening. Board of Education, Dr. Swift, staff, family, and friends, I present to you the class of 2020. Graduates, there are so many people in your life who care for you and have invested a lot of time and effort to get you where you are today. Please take a brief moment right now to acknowledge some of those special individuals who are sitting and watching this ceremony with you, to let them know that you appreciate their support and understand their role in helping you get here. Likewise, I know that there are many staff members at Community that you would like to acknowledge and thank for bringing their entire heart and soul into work each day to have a positive impact on your future. I recognize that I can't have you all stand and face the staff to send them a big thank you across the auditorium like I would normally do. But I know that the students and families join me in thanking this amazing teaching staff for inspiring our students to do their best and challenging them to reach their highest potential. Thank you from all of us. I think it is also important to recognize our support staff who do so much behind the scenes to help our students, but also to help the rest of the teaching staff so they can teach and support students. We have our teaching assistants, Kim Tyranapur, Michael Strugla, Monica Bruel, Bo Bhagdapur, and Lamar Ashford. Our amazing office professionals. In the CR and Records office, we have Katie Sanderson. In the main office and library, we have our attendance and book secretary and clerk, Karen Moorhead. Our main office secretary and secretary of the dean, Jefferson Billsborough. And in the counseling office, we have Gretchen Eby, who is always the wizard behind our graduation events. These are the folks that keep the wheels on the bus at Community High, and these are the folks that work every day to support our students and staff. I know you join me in thanking them for their endless support of the staff and students at Community High School. Lastly, there are a few members of our CHS family who are wrapping up their legacy to serve in the Ann Arbor Public Schools this year, and I'd like them to be recognized so that we can properly thank them for their years of dedication and service. First, Cindy Haidu-Banks. Cindy began her career as a high school teacher in Romulus, but for the past 2 decades, we have been fortunate enough to have her grace Community High School with her wisdom, compassion, and hard work. She has endured that dedicated service and has become a pillar to our school, adding much depth, richness, and humanity to the social studies curriculum. In addition to teaching the U.S. history classes, remembered best for the wonderful oral history projects and local history tours she organizes, Cindy accomplishments include developing the curriculum for and teaching the Native Studies, Peace Studies, and social justice courses at Community High School. She has also served as the advisor to numerous student groups over her career, including students educating each other about discrimination and Model United Nations. She has introduced countless students to the joys of nature and community on her forum camping trips and cultivated a sense of belonging and home for her forum students. She has served as co-chair of the Social Studies Department for more than 5 years at Community and has provided wisdom, voice, and leadership for the Big Buddies, Little Buddies program with Ann Arbor Open, the restoration of the Anishinaabe Trail in West Park, and advising Feminist Voice for Action and Diversity Council, among other student groups. Cindy will be remembered for her compassion towards and beliefs in students, her warm mentorship of younger teachers, and her fierce determination to better represent underrepresented groups in her classes. We honor and thank Cindy Haidu-Banks tonight for her total dedication and service to Community High School. Next, Robbie Stapleton. Robbie has served in so many different capacities over her years at Community High School. However, Robbie has also insisted that I do not take time to talk about her graduation. And I always want to honor staff wishes when it comes to these things. But I also know that for many of her students that are graduating with her tonight, it would feel totally wrong to not even mention her. And to be honest, I think it would not feel right to most of us on staff. So this is my compromise. I will not talk about all that she has done or how she began her career, but I do want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts to Robbie Stapleton for all that she has done and dedicated and given to Community High School. Now I'd like to take some time here to address the class of 2020 directly. These words are for you. Class of 2020, first of all, I am so proud of you. Thank you for coming to community and sharing your talents, your personalities, and your caring nature with us. I've enjoyed watching you all grow into amazing human beings that you've become, and I've enjoyed learning and growing along with you. We sure have missed getting to see you each day, though, these last few months due to the worldwide health pandemic. And we especially missed getting to be with you in person over these past 2 weeks to help all of us process our anxiety, fear, and outrage around what we are witnessing in our society. It's been devastating on so many levels. We sure wish we could drape you all in a big coat of protection to keep you safe, both physically and emotionally, as you navigate this crazy time in our history. But just like your parents, we can't protect you from everything, and neither can we. Someday, maybe when you have children of your own, you'll understand that this desire, this drive, this need to protect our children is something that is embedded deep down within parents. It's not always rational, and we do not always get it right. And we sometimes choose the wrong thing to protect you from. But it doesn't change that deep desire within your parents to protect you and create a better world for you. At Community, we're not just a school, we are also a family. And so we also want to desperately protect you and create a better world for you. These last few weeks let us know that we still have a lot of work to do to create that same feeling of safety and protections for each and every one of our students, regardless of skin color. But we want you to know that this is important to us, and we will continue to listen, reflect, and grow so that we can be successful in creating a safer and more equitable educational system and influence a safer and more equitable society. We are Community High School. We can do this. We must do this. When we talk about the importance of learning from the community, giving back to the community, and learning how to be a part of a community, it is important to recognize that this also must be part of our mission. Unfortunately, the reality is that as you grow up, you start to see that those parents and educators who in elementary school you thought could protect you from anything are not as invincible as you once saw them, as you saw us. It turns out we're only human. The reality is that as you grow through adolescence and into adulthood, we need you just as much as you need us. And yes, you still need us, even though you don't like to admit it. And yes, I'm speaking more from my parent perspective here. On a side note, I know that the graduates are aware that I'm wearing both my dean hat this evening and my mom hat, since my oldest daughter, Morena, is graduating with them this evening. However, I thought it might be helpful for the other parents and families to know to fully understand some of the context of my words. But I do hope that our graduates do not feel too much pressure when I say that we need you. But we do need you. The world needs you. As Barack Obama shared in his commencement speech for the class of 2020, this is your generation's world to shape. I want you to think about that phrase for a moment. This is your generation's world to shape. As he ended his speech, he wanted to leave the graduates with 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, don't be afraid. Number 2, always do what you think is right. And number 3, build a community. You can't do this alone. Obviously, that third piece of advice rings quite true for us here at Community High School. And if the class of 2020 from across our nation is going to put into action Obama's advice, then I know I can count on the Community High School class of 2020 to lead everyone else in how to build a community and take care of that community. And as we get ready to send you on your way, we also hope that we have prepared you for a happy, successful, and fulfilling life. And remember, you get to define what it means to be successful. And I hope that you find ways to be happy and feel fulfilled, even when not everything goes your way. Obviously, we hope that you've learned the content we were all trained to share with you. But I know for most of us, we hope even more that you have learned how to learn, how to complete something that once seemed difficult, how to work hard, how to ask questions, to ask for help, to give help, to put in the extra time, to fail, and to learn from your failures, and to help cushion the fails and falls of others. We certainly don't know everything about the world for which we're preparing you. The truth is it's changing at lightning speed. But our hope is that we have taught you how to learn, how to adapt to the changing world, and that you can change the world around you while always remaining true to yourself, taking care of yourself, but also taking care of those around you. You've actually done this over the past 4 years. I always say that everyone who is a part of Community High's family can't help but have a little piece of us rub off on you, but you also rub off on us. That is why each person who enters through our doors changes Community High School in some way by how they've interacted with the teachers and students that are here. That is how we continue to keep getting better and better. Each person brings an idea, a kindness, a new perspective, and sometimes just a spork. But we are always grateful for what you all teach us each year. You make us better and keep challenging and inspiring us to do more. In many ways, Community High formed me as a teacher, administrator, and also as a parent. Just like Community High helped to form you. And during my first year teaching at Community High School, I was given a poem by a good friend of mine when I was sharing with him how stressed I was about adjusting to life as a new teacher. It ended up being a poem that grounds me and I read often. In fact, I would present this poem inside of a personalized journal to each graduate from my forum over the 18 years I was a forum leader at Community High School. I no longer have a forum to share this with, but I do make each graduating class my honorary forum for the year as I check in on your progress towards graduation and ensure that you have all that you need to be successful and feel prepared for your next step after high school. Therefore, as my honorary forumettes, I am sharing with you this poem. I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Station by Robert Hastings. Tucked away in our subconscious is an idyllic vision. We see ourselves on a long trip that spans the continent. We are traveling by train. Out of the windows, we drink in the passing scenes of cars on nearby highways, of children waving at crossing, of cattle grazing on a distant hillside, of smoke pouring from a power plant, of row upon row of corn and wheat, of city skylines and village halls. But upmost in our minds is the final destination. On a certain day, at a certain hour, we will pull into the station. Bands will be playing and flags waving. Once we get there, so many wonderful dreams will come true and the pieces of our lives will fit together like a completed jigsaw puzzle. How restlessly we pace the aisles, damning the minutes for loitering, waiting for the station. When we reach the station, that will be it, we cry. When I'm 18, when I buy a new 450 SL Mercedes-Benz, when I've paid off the mortgage, when I get a promotion, when I reach the age of retirement, I shall live happily ever after. Sooner or later, we must realize there is no station, no one place to arrive at once and for all. The true joy of life is the trip. The station is only a dream. It constantly outdistances us. Relish the moment is a good motto, especially when coupled with Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It isn't the burdens of today that drive men mad. It's the regrets over yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. Regret and fear are the twin thieves who rob us of today. So stop pacing the aisles and counting the miles. Instead, climb more mountains, eat more ice cream, go barefoot more often, swim more rivers, watch more sunsets, laugh more, and cry less. Life must be lived as we go along. The station will come soon enough. To the class of 2020, I wish you an incredible journey. A journey of caring for each other and the world, a journey that is meaningful, a journey that is joyous, a journey that provides others to care for you when life presents not so joyous times, and a journey where you continue to care for each other, you crave lifelong learning, a journey where you are challenged and excited, and a journey that allows you to be the best possible you in the world. We are so proud of you. We are totally amazed by you, and we care for you. You are ready for this journey. One of my favorite quotes is actually from a past graduate. Boats are safer in the harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. So I guess it's time to kick you out of the harbor. Congratulations, class of 2020. Enjoy the trip. Before I introduce our superintendent, I want to pause for a brief moment and whisper a reminder to the parents and guardians of our graduates. As we go into the phase of the evening where we present our graduates, please dig into that gift bag that you got earlier at the procession and make certain you've opened the bag that is the envelope that is labeled for parents of the graduate. We want you to be ready to do your part for your kiddo right after they give their speech. And thank you for partnering with us to make this as special as possible for your graduate. Next, we'd like to hear from Dr. Janice Kerr-Swift, Superintendent.
Good evening. It truly is a special day in the Ann Arbor Public Schools as we gather this evening to honor you, our graduates, at this community high school commencement ceremony class of 2020. What an honor to join together with our community high school teachers, staff, and administrators, with your parents, family, and friends, in the presence of the trustees of our Board of Education and our entire Ann Arbor community. We are here to publicly celebrate and honor each of you on this very special graduation day. In celebrating each of you this evening, we honor your individual stories, the challenges you have overcome. We see you. We hear your important voices. We honor the unique journey each of you has taken to arrive to this evening and this milestone achievement of high school graduation. Yet, as we look around us in this world today, June of 2020, we are constantly reminded with every disturbing, heartbreaking, and shocking headline that we have not achieved the progress that we had hoped toward equality, truth, and social justice. We are not the America of Dr. King's dreams. Plagued by a COVID-19 public health crisis that disproportionately impacts African Americans and lays bare long existing and worsening inequities among us, and confronted with the continued devastating impacts of overt and systemic racism in our country. As President Obama recently stated, this shouldn't be normal in 2020 America. It can't be normal. If we want our children to grow up in a nation that lives up to its highest ideals, we can and must be better. As we face these immense challenges in our world just now, including a global climate crisis that threatens our very existence. We know it is more true today than it has ever been. Class of 2020, we need you. We need you as you reflect on the journey of your lives today. You were born into this world just following the historic 9/11 attacks. You grew up against the backdrop of the lightning-quick pace of change and explosion of social media. And now you have been called to come of age at this historic moment. The United States of America, 2020. Among all the losses that you have experienced during this spring 2020, including not being able to experience this moment in person, I hope that you will also recognize that you are special. You have been called by an historic moment of challenge and a moment of opportunity for change. Class of 2020, we need you. Our world needs you. We need your passion, your brilliance, your energy, talent, and vision. We need you committed to and directed by that true north within you, what is right and fair and just for all. You have been prepared for this very moment. You have a destiny. You are on a mission. Never doubt that you have a distinct place to fill at this very moment in our desperate world out there. President Barack Obama said it in this way: change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. Class of 2020, you emerge from a mighty and powerful place, the Ann Arbor Public Schools, Ann Arbor, Michigan. You are the ones we've been waiting for. You will not fear the future because you arrived here on a wave of change to shape it. You have absolutely everything it takes to move forward in confidence, to impact our world in positive and profound ways. We are immensely proud of you today, of the difference you will make and the notable achievements you will realize. At this time, on behalf of the Board of Education, I formally accept the Community High School Class of 2020 as having fulfilled all the requirements and obligations necessary to graduate from the Ann Arbor Public Schools, and I hereby authorize the awarding of the diplomas. Congratulations and best wishes, Community High School Class of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Swift. At this point, Dean Rebecca and I are going to do the presentation of awards. For students who will be honored during this section of our program, you received an envelope in your senior goodie bag that was delivered that was labeled "Do Not Open Until Graduation." I encourage you to open your envelope when you hear your name called.
The Community Resource Award, the department's highest honor, awards students who utilize the CR program to its fullest. The CR program was developed by Community High School as a way for students to pursue areas of personal interest by accessing experts in the surrounding community. The award was given in honor of many volunteers who make this program possible. Congratulations to Sylvia Gabriel and Adarsh Tumala, as this year's awardees.
The Jill Award is given to students who contribute to making community high school a happier place. The award is named for Jill Donellan, who brought a happy and generous spirit to the students and staff for many years in the Individualized Learning Center, ILC. The fund was established by Tom and Ann Schreiber and continues to be funded by her friends and admirers of community high school. The fund is managed by the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation. Thank you to Robert Maglione for making Community High a happier place.
The Judith Dewoskin Writing Award was established in 2013 by Dr. Roger Lauer, founder of the Center for Neuropsychology, Learning and Development, and is co-sponsored by Ruth Moscow Cohen, MSW, through the Moscow Philanthropic Fund. This scholarship honors excellence in both creative and analytical writing at community high school. The English department selects the award for one graduating senior. This year's writing award proudly goes to Itai Smotrich Bar.
The Dean L. Gallup Scholarship has been established in recognition of outstanding service to Community High. A Dean L. Gallup Scholar exemplifies a student who, through their years at community high school, have worked to create programs or lead projects that have bettered the school community as a whole. Someone who truly represents this level of leadership and who we honor here tonight is Octavia Anderson. The Communicator Prize was established in 2020 and is funded by an anonymous donor who values journalism as the core component of our democracy. This award honors a student who has been an excellent journalist and has contributed significantly to the shared work of journalism. The English department presents this award to one graduating senior. The first recipient of this award is Cameron Tirico. The Nathan Lindell Hall Memorial Scholarship honors this community high graduate who died in a swimming accident shortly after graduation in 2000. His memorable no regrets graduation speech spoke of an active and involved life in academic, community service, and athletic pursuits. The fund was established by Nate's parents and is managed by the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation. This year's winner is Ruhi Kahana.
The Bruce Bartman Memorial Scholarship is Community High School's oldest and most prestigious award. It is awarded to the graduating seniors who best exemplifies the ideals of community high school by being a full participant in our alternative program, by contributing to the betterment of the school community. Bruce was a member of Community High's first graduating class, and he died in a climbing accident just after graduation. The scholarship was established by his father, the late Dr. Fred Bartman, and is managed by Ann Arbor Community Foundation. Congratulations to the 2020 Bartman winner, Ruhi Kahana.
The ABM Services Scholarship. The ABM Services contracts with the Ann Arbor Public Schools and provides the district's cleaning service. The ABM Service Scholarship is awarded to a graduating high school senior with a GPA of 3.0 or higher and who plans on pursuing a career in business or business-related field. This year's award winner is Thomas Duda Cortez. The Durham Transportation Services Scholarship. Durham Transportation Services contracts with the Ann Arbor Public Schools and provides the district's busing services. The Durham Transportation Services Scholarship is awarded to a graduating high school senior who demonstrates good citizenship and community involvement. This year's awards from Community High School go to Sam Major and Ruhi Kahana.
All right, everybody, it's the moment we've been waiting for. The musical presentation is going to be Chameleon by Herbie Hancock, arranged and produced by Jack Wagner, the one and only, engineered by John and Case Hokeber, performed by the CHS Jazz Seniors.
All right, and kicking off the presentation of diplomas for the class of 2020, Community High School Rainbow Zebras. The Forum of Janelle Johnson, represented by Marisol Cisneros, Axel Heine, Jonah Nunez, Maisha Tabassum, Diomi Fletcher Suzuki, Ruby Jalisco, Reese O'Connor, Nina Vandervelde, Sylvia Gabriel, Sarah Levin, and Lucy Scott.
Good evening and welcome to the J. Johnson Forum. I am so excited to present these 2020 graduates to you. It has been a pleasure seeing them progress over the last few years, and I wish them nothing but success. To get started, we will begin with Marisol Cisneros.
I just want to give a special thanks to Manisha, Matt, and Marci for helping me throughout these 4 years. Also to all the students and teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dioma Fletcher Suzuki.
I would also like to give a thanks to my teachers, my peers, and my friends who have pushed me this far in the past 4 years.
Thank you. Sylvia Gabriel.
Coming in as a freshman, everyone told me that community wouldn't be too scary because it's so small, but for me it was the biggest school I had ever gone to. But I think that challenge ended up being really good for me, and I'm so thankful to all the teachers and staff and students who were there for me. I don't think any other school could have been as supportive and flexible with me in my education as community. So I'm so thankful to community and my mom for letting me go to India in the middle of the school year or take half my classes at U of M. I couldn't have imagined a better high school experience.
Thank you. Axel Heine.
I want to thank all my teachers, friends, and my parents for helping me through these past 4 years, through the good and bad times.
Thank you. Ruby Jalisco.
I want to thank everyone who didn't stop believing in me when I stopped believing in myself.
Thank you. Sarah Levin.
I don't even know what to say to express how much attending community has meant to me. The past 4 years has been the best experience of my life so far, and I've made so many lasting friendships, not only with my peers, but with my teachers as well.
Thank you. Jonah Nunez.
I just want to thank every single one of my teachers and counselors, and I'd like to thank my parents because they all stuck by me and supported me even when it was hard, and I would like to thank my friends for making this a very enjoyable high school experience, and I couldn't have done it without any of you.
Thank you. Lucy Scott.
The big things tend to get all the attention, so here's some appreciation for the little things that got me through high school. From all the special moments of sunrises in Judith's room to my forum's stuffed raccoon decorated with noodle necklaces, these past 4 years have been so special, and I am so glad that I chose to be a rainbow zebra.
Thank you. Nina Vandervelde.
Coming to community was definitely one of the best decisions that I've ever made, and I feel so lucky to have spent the past 4 years here and to have had so many amazing teachers. And one of my favorite things about this school has been this wonderful, goofy forum. So thank you, Janelle, and all of you guys for always making forum something to look forward to.
Thank you, Nina.
Reese O'Connor, Maisha Tabassum.
And this presents to you the senior 2020 class of the J. Johnson Forum. Jaybirds for life.
The Forum of Matt Johnson, Sophie Kane, Robert Haviland, Isabel Lenhart, Mark Mercier, Kaya Miller, Jack Schmader, and Bruno Vasquez Villigren.
So it is my great honor and privilege to introduce the Matt Johnson Forum. At first, we have Sophie Kane.
Hi. I just want to thank Community High School for 4 excellent years of learning, and I wish all of my classmates of 2020 good luck on their endeavors. Bye, you guys.
All right, up next, we have Robbie Haviland.
In my time at community, I met so many new people and had so many great experiences. I just want to use my time to say thank you to all my teachers for helping me and guiding me, my friends for giving me so many great memories, and my family for supporting me through the whole thing. Thanks.
Up next, we have Izzy Lenhart.
There are many people I would love to thank right now, but here are just a few. I want to thank Matt for always being there for me, George for nurturing my love of engineering, Liz, Courtney, and Marci for being excellent role models, both in their friendship and their science expertise, and lastly, Mo for reminding me that I just need to relax sometimes.
All right, next we have Mark Mercier.
But these last 4 years have been absolutely insane. It feels like an entire lifetime. And to keep it short, I just want to thank everyone who's been with me through this entire time. It's been a wild ride.
Up next, we have Kai Miller.
I would like to thank my family and my teachers for helping me get through this. There's no way I could do it alone. And I would also like to congratulate all of us for graduating, because it's hard, and I wish a successful future onto all of us.
And also graduating from the Matt Johnson Forum, Bruno Vasquez Villagran.
And lastly, we have Jack Schmader.
I would like to thank my mom, dad, grandparents, brother, and both my dogs for helping me stay encouraged and all that at community, and all my friends and the staff. Thank you.
The Forum of Brett Kilgore, Morgan Fitzgerald, Toya Pace, Lily Pieskey, Maria Weeder, and Peter Westervelt.
Hi, everyone. I'm very proud to introduce the Kilgore Forum and 4 fine seniors that will be sorely missed. Without further ado, here is Toya Pace.
Thanks, Brett. I want to thank all of Community High School's faculty and staff for providing me with a safe and welcoming environment to mature, get an education, and learn new things about myself. I look forward to my next 4 years of education here in Ann Arbor and giving back to the wonderful CHS community. Go Blue.
Thank you, Toya. All right, next up is Lily Pieskey.
I want to thank my mom, dad, and grandma, as well as the rest of my family, friends, and teachers for helping me get to this point and through this year, which took a very unexpected turn, but at least it's going to be very memorable, and I'll know I'll never forget it, and the people I met along the way.
Thank you, Lily. And Maria Weeder.
I honestly didn't think that I'd make it here, so that's a relief. I'm ready to move on from this period of my life and do 4 more years and get yet another piece of paper. Yay. In all seriousness, I wouldn't have made it without my wonderful parents, my teachers, especially my mom, who has been there for me through everything, my wonderful therapist, Sarah, and Lily PC, the best friend I could ever ask for. The staff at Community has been wonderful in providing academic and emotional support, and I am so grateful to have gotten to meet and bond with all of you. Thank you all for everything.
Thank you, Maria.
Also graduating from the Kilgore Forum is Peter Westervelt.
And lastly, Morgan Fitzgerald.
The Forum of Donnell Mosher, Billy Adams, Jake Bernstein, Allison Cowherd, Arlo Durgee, Amina Ibrahim, Owen Kelly, JJ McCune, Jesse Rosenberg, Julia Sonnen, William Turnbull, and Daniel Zemet.
I'm proud to present the graduates of the 2020 Mosher Forum. Billy Adams.
My educational career has been a roller coaster in itself, let alone these current events. High school is different for everyone, but it is important to acknowledge those who have helped us make it this far. But I also feel that it is important to acknowledge our self-accomplishments. So first, I'd like to say I'm very proud of myself and for my future to come. But along with that, I would like to thank my mother, who has always been there to support me and has been my best friend for my whole life. My father, who has taught me many, many lessons of life, and my friends, family, and my dance team in Dexter. Thank you all.
Jake Bernstein.
I would just like to thank all my teachers, friends, and teammates for helping me get through these past 4 years. I'd like to thank my parents who came home every day to yell at me to do my work. I appreciate it. A little bit annoying, but I appreciate it. And I would always miss the special times I had at community.
Allison Cowherd.
I would like to thank my counselors, Amy and Brian. I'd also like to thank my teacher consultant, Pam Kirchen, who has been there for 4 years, especially during my IUP meetings, that I've liked a whole lot. I also want to thank my forum leader, Danelle Mosher, and my mom and my dad.
Next, Arlo Durgee.
Graduation used to seem far off and distant to me, but to have arrived here at the end of high school and being in a good place and excited about the future has turned out better than I could have imagined. I have to thank my family, teachers, and mentors, and my friends for all the encouragement and support they've given me in order to get where I am today. Community has impacted so much of who I am today and who I will be in the future, and remembering my last 4 years, so glad I got to spend them at community.
Amina Ibrahim.
When I first decided to go to community, I was scared, to be honest. I didn't know a lot of people that were going to community, and I didn't know a whole bunch about the school. I quickly learned that community really does live up to its name. It truly is a community of people who just want to see you do your best and want to help you get there. I want to thank everybody that's helped me get to this point, because I truly believe that if I had gone to any other school, I wouldn't be who or where I am today. So, thank you.
Owen Kelly.
I would like to thank my family, my friends, and all the teachers and staff at community for helping me get through my 4 years there. And although I know at times I wasn't the easiest to help out, but I'd still like to thank everybody for sticking around.
Great. James McEwen.
The freedom community high gave me to be myself and to experience a piece of adult life earlier than most teenagers is something I will never forget. Along with the dedication of my teachers to help me succeed, is something only community high could have given me. I would like to thank my parents and all of the people that have been strong mentors to me throughout my 4 years for sticking by me and never letting me give up. Thank you.
Jesse Rosenberg.
I'd like to thank all my teachers, counselors, classmates, and teammates who have helped me reach this point. These last 4 years have been amazing, and I will cherish all the long-lasting memories and friendships I've made from it. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my family who has been there every step of the way for me.
Great. Julia Sonnen.
I've spent the last 4 years at least 5,000 hours at community high school, and I'm just so thankful for the entire community, which makes it so special. I wish to thank everyone who has been part of my life for the last 18 years, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds.
Great. William Turnbull.
When I came to community high school, I was unsure. Throughout my 4 years, I figured out why going anywhere else would have been a mistake. Forum and jokes with Danelle, science and fun with Marci, economics and great talks with Brett, and lots of history and banter with Ryan. Those are only some of the many reasons I love community. I want to give a special thanks to Amy, Danelle, Marci, Brett, Ryan, and Matt. Without them teaching me, I wouldn't be here graduating. I also want to send a special thanks to my amazing friend group. Most importantly, I want to thank my brother, mom, and dad. They are the most important people in my life. I cannot thank you guys enough. While we're graduating today, community will always be with me and a part of me.
Daniel Zymet.
I'd like to read my graduatory speech. I'd like to thank the Academy and my parents for instilling a crippling social anxiety. I'll miss you all.
And the Forum of Chloe Root, Isabel Castrillon, Atticus Dewey, Maggie Hammer, Anya Jacobson, and James Volter.
I'm so proud to present the Root Forum class of 2020. First, Isa Castrillon.
One day, I was driving with my grandma and we were talking about school. She turned to me and said, "These are going to be some of the best days of your life. You'll never forget them." While I didn't believe her at the time, I see now what she meant by unforgettable. I've grown sad for things I'll never experience again. Walking from class to class and eating lunch in Chloe's room, Little moments I never thought twice about are now the hardest to let go of, but also the moments I'll carry with me forever. C.S. Lewis once said, "There are far, far better things than any we leave behind." I'm reminded time and time again that time stops for no one, and leaving things behind isn't always bad. Thank you.
Next, Atticus Dewey.
You know, I think that music can have a lot of meaning behind it. So I want to read you an excerpt from one of my favorite songs. It's funny how nobody sings about oranges. The reasons no rhyme, I'm starting to mind. How we take our ideas and put them in storage. But peel back the rind, who knows what you'll find. Take the same risks as if you're afraid. If life gave you an orange, would you make lemonade? It's funny how nobody sings about oranges when you've got one in the palm of your hand.
Next, Maggie Hammer.
Originally, I wanted to come to community to leave the shadow of my older brother and make my own way. Looking back at the last 4 years, I can see that that decision has done its job. At community, I've been able to discover my true self, and the memories I've gathered along the way will last a lifetime. From lunches in Ryan's room to quick noodles and company runs when we first got our licenses to just hang out on the second floor ledge, I'm going to miss it all, except for maybe Friday schedules. I know that the relationships I've made with both teachers and friends would not have been possible at just a normal high school. Community really has made me the person I am today, and I just want to say thank you to everyone here who has aided in that journey.
Anya Jacobson.
The first 2 days of freshman year, I sat alone at lunch, too scared to introduce myself to anyone. On the third day, a group of mostly juniors asked me if I wanted to eat lunch with them. The following days, this group showed me around Carytown, told me what to expect, and made me feel welcome. That's when I knew I made the right decision to come to community. At the other schools, it's easier to fall between the cracks and feel more isolated. But at community, there was a sense of belonging that I'd never felt in a school before. So thank you. Thank you to every teacher that's asked me if I was doing okay, and to every acquaintance that smiled at me in the hallway. And here's to the invention of Zoom.
And last but certainly not least, James Wolter.
We have a poetry presentation written and performed by Grace Bates. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Grace Bates, and this is a poem for people who are just too busy for poetry. Don't freak out. I promise this won't take up too much of your time with seemingly meaningless lines. And if your eyes grow heavy and your heart grows weary and your mind fills with thoughts of, I have so many better things I could be doing, that's all right. For this is a poem, its feelings cannot be hurt, and I am far away. I promise this won't be messy or complicated, rather, something easily forgotten. I won't speak about the ocean, the vast emptiness that is so full, although I hear it's all they talk about in heaven, though. Perhaps some people are just too busy. Too busy slapping their feet against the tiles of some faceless building, chasing someone that has never turned around to face them. Too busy, too busy, too busy slapping their fists onto the desk and closing the blinds because the sun was making it so that they couldn't see the screen. This is your poem now. You can read only the beginning and never finish it. You can start in the middle or just read the end, whatever you'd like. It can give you whatever you want. It can give you the tulips bent into the earth, heavy with the morning dew. It can give you the love of another, their arms wrapped around you like a vine. It can give you the biting loneliness of your grandparent who for the first time is living alone. It can give you the stars in the sky and the first time you laid down and realized that there are stars in the sky, and that the sun is also a star, and that we have developed a habit of watching that big fiery ball melt into the ocean at night. And you don't remember the first time you watched the sunset or the sunrise, but maybe in that moment your soul changed just a bit. Don't worry, there's not much longer to go. It's only that I want you to know this poem could do something for you. That perhaps this poem could make you cry, smile, or laugh, Perhaps it could make you think of the sun shining through the rain on a spring day. Perhaps it could be something you turn to when your heart feels like stone, when life moves too fast, when life is pulling you along and you feel the desperation creeping up your spine like cold water and you can't breathe and everyone is staring you down. For we've all been sentenced to life. Or maybe not. Maybe you will forget all about it. But know that the earth has not forgotten about you, no matter how busy you may be.
And we're back with the Forum of Ann Thomas. Graduating with the Thomas Forum is Sam Denug, Logan Edgar, Sam Major, Shay O'Brien, Maisie Perry, Roxy Richner, Max Steiger, Marina Tuzinsky, and Zoe White.
I'm incredibly honored to introduce these graduates. They are really going to make a difference in the world, and I am truly going to miss them. Sam Denug.
4 years ago, freshman me wasn't able to find his classes. This year, I knew that in 311, there would be goldfish in the bottom cabinets. I knew that in 318, Max would probably be eating salmon eggs. And I knew that in 300, we'd all be trying to do journalism despite the constant ringing sound. Before community, I didn't really know who I was or how much I was really capable of. My high school experience not only helped me discover these things and find my way, but also gave me friendships that will last forever. I'm so grateful for everything about community, and I know that being a rainbow zebra changed my life for the better. So thank you.
Sam Major. I wish I had the time to thank everyone who's made these last 4 years absolutely wonderful, but that would take hours. Instead, let me say that without each and every person I've encountered here, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I've found new passions, grown as a person, made lifelong bonds, and so much more. Choosing to attend community high school was the best decision I've ever made. I'm so grateful that I got to spend my last 4 years here at community, and it will always have a special place in my heart. Thank you. Shay O'Brien.
I came to community infatuated with all the possibilities. With an award-winning jazz program and a magazine and an incredible theater department, there were so many ways to go. After seeing the jazz band play my freshman year, I wanted so badly to be a guitarist. I went to Jack, and I thought he'd say no, but he put together this huge packet for me to practice over the summer. I had this whole plan to come back in the fall as a rock star, but after breaking my hand in a baseball game, I showed up in September with zero guitar experience. Later on, I saw my first CET show, and I thought it was so cool, and I wanted to join the theater. I had some friends convince me to join the Just Desserts production, and it was one of my favorite moments in all of high school. I was terrible, but Quinn and all my friends, they told me I was great anyway. At the end of the day, sports were really what I loved, and it's what I put my time into through high school. But community gave me the opportunity to branch out without leaving my identity behind. It taught me to grow in ways I never thought I would. Thank you to all my classmates who made community high so special. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Maisie Perry.
I've written this speech like 25 times, and I still feel like it's not perfect, but neither are the circumstances in which I'm giving it, so I guess that's okay. Because of the skills I've developed during my 3 2/3 of a year at community high school, I am learning to be okay with uncertainty. Community fosters an environment for self-growth, and I am so grateful to have gotten to experience that. The relationships I've made at this school, I will never forget. Leaving is scary, but I know I'm ready to go into the world and become the person I've always wanted to be. Thank you so much to my teachers, friends, and family. I am so lucky.
Roxy Richner.
When I got into community between my freshman and sophomore year, I had no idea what to expect. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go. But as cliche as it is, transferring to community changed my life. Community allowed me to create my own path, to follow my passions, to ask more questions, to talk less and listen more. I was able to let go of who I thought I should be and instead discover who I really was. I want to thank the entire staff for teaching me how to believe in myself and forge my own path. I want to thank all my wonderful, beautiful friends and peers for becoming a second family. I want to thank Tracy's couch for allowing me a safe place to cry, and Tracy for always knowing exactly what to say. I want to thank Matt Johnson for helping me rediscover my love of reading and writing. I want to thank Robbie for her wisdom and always reminding me to look up. I want to thank Jefferson for always allowing me to come to the main office when I was bored in class to talk about politics. And I want to thank Ann Thomas for being the best forum leader I could have imagined, and Thomas Forum for not only being an incredible forum, but for introducing me to my best friends who will be my friends for life. I'm going to miss community so much, and I'm so disappointed I don't get to say a proper goodbye, but trust me, I'll be back to visit.
Max Steiger.
At first, I actually wrote a speech about how lucky I was to get to go to community, because these really were so far the best 4 years of my life. And I met the coolest people. I became friends with my teachers, friends with new people. But I want to dedicate this speech to my mom, because this has been a really hard year for my family. And I think that she really kind of brought us through it. And it wasn't until this year that I fully appreciated that I've gotten the opportunity to grow up with the strongest and smartest woman that I've ever met in my life.
Marina Tuzinsky.
My community experience started way before that first day of freshman year, and because of this, I don't know how to wrap up all of what community means to me in just 30 seconds. Basically, these teachers are my aunts and uncles to me. This school has been my home for almost all of my life, and while it's seen me change, I've seen it change as well. I thought I would be ready to go because I've spent so much time here, but I'm really not. Ann Thomas, thank you for being an amazing forum leader and introducing my kindergarten self to edamame and pot stickers. And lastly, I'd like to give a huge thanks to our pretty cool dean and my mom, Marci Tuzinsky, for bringing me into this world and teaching me how to navigate it, even if you were teaching 500 kids along with me.
Zoe White. And last, Logan Edgar.
Hello. Thank you so much for clapping, because that's what you're doing. Thank you. I'd like to take this moment to thank my girlfriend, Casey, my parents for helping me through, and Anne, of course, for being a dope forum leader. All right.
Up next is a forum of Liz Stern. Graduating with the Stern Forum, Eugenia Delgadio, Jacob Iwashna, Michaela Melcher, Caitlin Miller, Aaliyah Burton, Elijah Nation, Tomas Ridley, Sophia Skarnekia, and Itai Smotrich Bar.
It is a pleasure and privilege to introduce these wonderful Stern Forum graduates. Sophia Skarnekia.
For the past 4 years of fun, laughs, and forum learning and bonding, I'm ecstatic to say I've officially had the community high school experience. I'd like to thank all the teachers for pushing me to get over the hill, and all of my classmates, club leaders, club mates, forum mates, and everyone else in between for not only dealing with my stubborn butt, but also sharing those wonderful moments we've all made with each other. From the time when I almost died from eating pesto and you were all there to comfort me as I went into an ambulance, to the time our forum broke the Stapleton win streak for the tug of war on field day, and we celebrated so hard, someone pushed me down and my head hurt for the rest of the week. Thank you all so much for some wonderful experiences. Stay special.
Our next graduate is Elijah Nation.
I have 4 big thank yous. First, CET. To paraphrase Bryce, we made some big freaking magic together. And Quinn Strassel, as much as you may annoy me sometimes with your purple and amber forests, you've really been amazing. So thank you. Team 578, I'm so proud of our whole team. First Robotics is so much more than just building robots. I seriously don't know where I'd be without this team and the amazing people on it. Thank you to my teachers. Holy crap, y'all have done so much for me. Despite all of Judah's vocab lessons, words cannot describe the gift you've given me. Also, I guess thanks to my parents. Y'all are great.
Our next graduate, Tomas Ridley.
I just want to give a thank you to all my friends because I've never been one to really enjoy school or get much into its spirit, but just the people that I've met at community have made the journey so much better and amazing. And that's all I can ask for. Thank you.
Okay, our next graduate, Michaela Melcher.
I always knew that I wanted to go to community, but I didn't know how much it would change my life. From the first week to Marci doing 10 cartwheels because I got an A on my first math test, to me sitting next in Courtney's room during my free block and her singing a song about the food that she was eating every single free block. To the very first time I sat down in French class and I saw this girl with the wackiest hair color, and I thought, I want to be her friend. And I never knew that that would be one of the best decisions I had ever made in my life. And I continued to sit at that same French table with the same friends, and they had done so much for me, and I cannot thank them enough. I know this isn't all what we expected from graduating, but I am happy to be able to do it with all of you.
Our next graduate is Caitlin Miller.
When I chose to attend community high, I knew virtually nothing of its atmosphere and academics. I really just thought I was going to go through the motions of high school career with the goal of graduating and going to a good college. However, through my 4 years of being there, I have been encouraged by both my teachers and peers to push the boundaries of my comfort zone. I don't just mean this in a scholastic capacity. I'm talking true social and emotional development. All community faculty has changed my life for the better, but I'd like to especially thank Liz, Mo, Brian, and Amy for being my confidants. I'm truly convinced community is a school like no other, not just because of the academics, but because of the students and faculty who make it feel like home.
Our next graduate is Jacob Iwashina.
When I came to community, I didn't really know what to expect, but I can confidently say it has been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Firstly, I want to thank Liz for being an amazing forum leader, Matt being one of the best teachers I've ever had, and Marci making French a fantastic experience. My time at community has been incredible, and I'm so grateful to all the teachers and students who made community what it is.
And Stern Forum graduate coming to us from Rome, Italy, Eugenia Del Guadio.
I would like to thank all the teachers and all the people that were part of my experience. I really appreciate what everyone has done for me, and I'm so thankful I went to community high school because it was a really good time.
And our final Stern Forum 2020 grad is Itai Smotrich Bar.
First off, I want to say thank you to my family and my friends for their love and support. You guys mean the world to me. And I also want to say that these last 4 years have been filled with a lot of growth for me as a person, and community has been really central to that. I want to thank all of my teachers here for their support, their kindness, their passion, their perspectives, and their friendship. And I have to add a few special thank yous to Jack for leading by example and for giving us the freedom to grow, but also preparing us to succeed. To Judith for her care and encouragement and for always believing in me. And to Liz for being my community mom. I'm really grateful to you all.
Next up is the Forum of Robbie Stapleton. With the Stapleton Forum is Olivia Lyle, Cecilia McLeod, Sunday Quillen, Olivia Weinert, and Robbie White.
It is my great honor and privilege to present to you these graduates of the Stapleton Forum. It's also my honor to graduate with these fine individuals. Olivia Lyle.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to keep this short because I already know that future Olivia will have already thought of more things she wished she would have said. So I'm going to stick to the basics. I feel so lucky that I got to go to a school where I looked forward to waking up every single day to go to. It sucks that our year was cut short, but like I predict, many people have already said, I am so grateful for the time that we did get to have. I have grown and changed so much over the last 4 years, and I credit a lot of that growth to the environment community provides to help its students thrive. Thank you.
Olivia Weinert.
I came to community as a scared little freshman, and I thought, wow, I am in some deep trouble. I thought the upperclassmen were going to bully me and make fun of my glasses. But in reality, the seniors and the upperclassmen in my forum are the people who saved me. I want to thank 3 people in particular. I want to thank Jacko for helping me find my Spanish class on my first day. I want to thank Tara for helping me understand that you're not going to pass every math test you take, and that's okay. Life will go on. I really also want to thank Dylan for teaching me
how to be a friend and for being my friend, and then for also showing me and helping me figure out all the great things that community has to offer. But most importantly, I want to thank my forum leader, Robbie Stapleton, for helping me grow and change over my 4 years at community high school and for always having her door open when I needed assistance. Thank you so much, Robbie. Congrats, guys. We did it. Good job, class of 2020.
Sunday Quillen.
I have had my fair share of days when I got to community before the sun rose and I didn't leave until after it set. And as long as those days could be, they ended up being some of my favorite because it meant more time at my favorite place with my favorite people. This goes to show that going to community was never just going to school. It was going off to live and grow, and I am so thankful for everyone who was a part of my journey and made it so special. Thank you.
Cecilia McLeod.
I would like to thank all of my teachers from Community and Pathways. You all helped me to be where I am today, and for that, I am eternally grateful. I want to give a huge thanks to my mom for putting up with me, giving me everything I need to succeed in life, and always encouraging me to do my best. I know it's been a rocky road, but we made it. Thank you, everyone who has helped me and mentored me throughout my school years. I wouldn't have made it without you. And to all my friends, thank you for accepting me for who I am. I love you all, and I will miss you so much.
Robert White.
So I want to thank a lot of people. I'm really grateful for definitely the environment at community, especially the teachers, though. I would like to thank definitely like Laurel for Spanish and all like the math teachers like Manisha and Mo and Ed, because I have no idea how I would have gotten through those classes without them, especially, you know, my formats. Olivia and Sunday really helped me in math class too. And most of all, I'd like to thank Robbie because she helped me whenever I needed it for literally anything. And it's great to be a part of the class 2020. You guys are all awesome.
Thanks so much. Good luck. Goodbye, friends.
Next up is the Forum of Judith Dewoskin. Graduating with the Dewoskin Forum is Nina Beardsley, Karina Collins-Thompson, Eleanor Duck, Hava Macman-Levinson, Cree Parample, Ruby Taylor, and Cami Tarico.
It is my honor to present these beautiful, scholarly, and resilient graduates. Nina Beardsley.
Hi. So my experience at community was a little bit different because I had spent my freshman year abroad and I'd just gone through the process of starting a new school. But starting my sophomore year, community taught me a lot. It allowed me to deepen my love for science through the FOSS program, find confidence in my writing thanks to Judith, and develop a deeper appreciation for books and reading. Community also gave us a lot of freedom through which I developed my independence and discovered myself. Thank you to my friends and teachers at community who have made these past 3 years of high school so enjoyable.
Corinna Collins-Thompson.
Hi. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my brother for always supporting me even when they're 4,000 miles away. Secondly, I'd especially like to thank my family in CET. I'm going to miss the Tech Week bonding, the after-show traditions, practically living in 222, Quinn's inspirational speeches, and even the bats. I hope all of you know that every time I eat Domino's pizza, I'll think of you.
Eleanor Duck.
Okay. I never thought this year would end like this, but I'm so lucky to have attended community high school for 4 years. I met some of my best friends and favorite teachers at this school. I will miss being able to sneak away from class and spend all my money at the Sparrow Market in Sweetwaters. Community isn't just a school, it's a place where you learn what freedom feels like and you make unforgettable bonds with staff and students. I will miss it so much. Go Rainbow Zebras.
Hava Macman-Levinson.
Hi, I feel so grateful to have gotten to know all of you during these last 4 years. Thanks for everything. And thank you to my teachers who made my experience at community so special. On these crazy forum campouts, the knowledge that there is no way we're winning tug of war, but still giving it our all anyway, and all the other little things that make community incomparable. Our class is so incredibly strong. I love and miss all of you so much and can't wait to see you on the other side of this.
Cree Parample.
Hi.
I'm so grateful to have gotten to Dawn Community. I'd like to thank my parents. They have always supported me in finding my interests and doing what makes me happy. I'd also like to thank my teachers at Community. I'd especially like to thank Judith for being an amazing Forum leader and putting everything she had into making a welcoming environment. Forum is one of the main reasons I love Community, and that's all because of her.
Ruby Taylor.
Community has been such a nurturing environment for me to grow these past 4 years, and I'm infinitely thankful for my teachers, friends, and the whole class of 2020 for making it such a special place. Graduating would have been terribly bittersweet no matter the circumstances, and I think that the way we've come together in this time to celebrate each other and find closure embodies Community's spirit. Creative, open-minded, and above all, loving.
Cami Tarico.
I just want to say thank you to Community. Thank you for teaching me everything important there is to know. Thank you for knowing the true value of tug of war, room 300, the back lawn, benthics, and watching a sunset from the 3rd floor ledge. Thank you for showing me teachers can be great friends. Thank you for helping me create the best version of myself. And thank you for introducing me to the best people I've ever met. But most of all, thank you for the memories.
Next up is the Forum of Steve Coron, graduating with the Coron Forum, Casey Dumichel, Isaac McKenna, Victor Montalvo, and Maddie Wallace.
Okay, I am proud to announce the Coron Forum in our virtual graduation year 2020. Maddie Wallace.
It's been 4 years, and honestly, I think every year I was a different version of myself. And even though I'm still growing, I become more and more proud of the person I'm becoming. I could not have done it without my parents and my friends, but I would like to give a huge thanks to the teachers and staff who believed in me and made me realize my worth and potential. Sorry, Steve, this is so sad. I'm like getting emotional.
That's okay.
Tracy Blanky, Steve Coron, Dean Rebecca, my therapist also named Rebecca. I can't thank you enough for being there, listening and helping, especially when I was at my worst. Being a person of color at Community made my experience different than everyone else's. But without Community High School, I know for sure that I would not be the carefree, funny, and creative person I am today. Thank you so much to everyone, even Mo, for making my experience something that I can look back on and look forward to. Or that I can look back on. I look forward to making many memories at college and keeping in touch with those that I love. Community, despite its flaws, will always be a part of me.
Thank you, Maddie. Victor Montalvo.
All right, so I just want to thank some people. So, my teachers, Steve, Mo, Jack Wagner, Robbie, and, my family and my parents. Thank you to them, but especially my friends. They made high school bearable and worth going through.
Beautiful. Thank you, Victor. Isaac McKenna.
It's been a great 4 years, and I feel so lucky to have had Community at high school as kind of this second home away from home. I know that's kind of a cliche, but I just want to say thanks to my parents for really pushing me to attend Community, because I think I wasn't sure about it at first. And I know that I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't have found music in the way that I have. I wouldn't have found design or journalism in the way that I have. And I want to thank Community for connecting me with the people that are now in my band, and for connecting me with the teachers that have helped me find my interests. And I don't know, there have been rough times, and I know that I think everyone finds who they are through their friend groups, especially. And I think friend groups are tricky because they don't last forever, but I've felt so lucky to have so many amazing friends throughout this high school experience, and to have been kind of pushed and loved so deeply by them. So thanks, Community.
Wonderful.
Next up is the Ken McGraw Forum. Graduating with the McGraw Forum is Bernadette Barassa, Savante Daniel, Alexander Davis, Noah Hogan, and Bao Polkowski.
Hello, I'm Ken McGraw, and I'm very pleased to present the graduating seniors of the McGraw Forum. Here's Bernie Barassa.
These past 4 years at Community have taught me so much about not only myself, but all of you. I will forever be grateful for the warmness and love that Community has taught me. Our school is so rare, and we are so lucky to have been able to come to a school so eye-opening and amazing. What's been going on in the world recently has taught me to never take things for granted. Although I wish we could all be together on this important day, celebrating this day with friends and family, this has made the class of 2020 even stronger than we already are. Lastly, I would like to thank Courtney Kiley for being such an amazing parent figure to me during these 4 years. And thank you, Kevin, for keeping me on track ever since I was a small little freshman, even though you still scare me. I hope wherever the class of 2020 goes next, we find the same love and warmness that Community has brought us all.
Thank you, Bernie. And here is Alex Davis.
These past 4 years have been one wild journey, and I couldn't have done it without the help of my family, my friends, and my teachers. Through my time at Community, I have not only learned the importance of my education, but also the importance of being myself. As I continue my education, I hope to carry with me the values this school and everyone around me have taught.
Thank you, Alex. And now, Noah Hogan.
After 13 years of studying music, I've found that oftentimes less is more. So I'm going to try and keep this short. Thank you all for the amazing 4 years. I couldn't have imagined a better group of peers and teachers to spend them with. And seeing as this is the dawn of a new chapter in our lives, I'd like to say good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thank you, Noah. And now, Bao Polkowski.
Gonna keep it short, gonna keep it simple. Big thank you to my teachers, Quinn Strassel, CET, Covey Hurd, for giving me the time of my life. Hit it. I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to Community High School. Thank you for 4 great years. I'm gonna miss you all so much.
Thank you, Bao. Here is Savante Daniel.
Here we go, everybody. We're up to the Community Ensemble Theater performance of Where Did the Year Go? Performed by Loie Jones-Perpich and the fellow seniors of the Community Ensemble Theater. Enjoy.
Hello everyone at Community High. My name is Alex Brightman, and if you couldn't tell from my hair, I was the original Dewey Finn in the Broadway production of School of Rock.
We will rock and we'll roll with our heart and our soul. If you're in, raise your hand.
Now I hear that you guys absolutely crushed your production of School of Rock this past fall, and it is heartwarming to hear that you're keeping the rock alive. So thank you for doing that, and I consider you my colleagues and my fellow rock and rollers. Now I also hear that you've created a special video for this graduation, and so it's my honor to introduce it. Ladies and gentlemen, here, with a parody song of Where Did the Rock Go, is Loie Jones-Perpich and the Community Ensemble Theater. Have a nice night, and stick it to the man.
Back when I was younger, wild and bold and free, I can still remember how the school year used to be. We started in September, a few breaks along the way. Seniors ruled the second semester, and we're always done by May. The triumph and the praise we deserve. Where are all those open house grad parties? with those pigs in blanket little hot dog hors d'oeuvres.
Tell me, where is the spork game?
Oh, hey, Val.
Where we stab each other in the back for fun.
I was totally gonna win $500.
Where's our chance to slack off in fourth quarter?
Just hanging out on the back lawn.
And it's just getting nice out.
Somehow school just ended 2 days before opening night.
We had memorized The Tempest.
I had programmed every night.
I did costumes.
All that preparation.
We watched it all collapse.
So we started binging Netflix. Actually, that Haidu-Banks show slaps.
It was a pretty good show.
Really good show.
Where was the tug of war? Where's the food I love from teriyaki time?
Prom was dancing by myself to 80s songs. And my senior pranks were cybercrime.
Tell us, where did the year go?
Where are the friends we've always known all along?
Where you been, brah?
Where is Kevin? Where is Robbie? Where is Ann and Liz and Judith? 'Cause all I have is empty time. I don't know what to do with. And the credits I am earning come from BS Online Learning.
Chloe, are you alright?
Sorry for the outburst.
That's okay.
Please, I'll be okay.
You sure, girl?
Let's keep this our secret.
Probably a good idea.
Who'd believe it anyway? Actually, I'm not sorry. It's alright to be upset. We are the class that lived through COVID, and I say none of us should forget.
Damn, that's deep.
Where did the year go? I just asked that question for the last time. 'Cause we're the class of 2020. And if we can survive, this will be just fine. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Woohoo! Yeah!
You guys, you did this. You.
Yes.
The Forum of Diane Dudley, Octavia Anderson, Kat Foley, Lourdes Salazar, Gabe Simon, Bree Bowman, Caleb Gindy Bright, Leda Santic, Nathan Spreck, and Jenna Wright.
I am proud to present the Dudley Forum class of 2020. Jenna Wright.
I want to say thank you to Jen for always being there to talk to, and my amazing math teachers for always providing extra help. I also want to give a big thank you to Diane for being the most generous forum leader and always helping me solve all of my problems. Thank you to my family for always being supportive and pushing me to be the best version of me. I'm excited for what the future brings.
Octavia Anderson.
All right. We started high school being hated by the upperclassmen. We ended high school being hated by the universe. But it's been a pretty rad 4 years, and I'm glad it was at Community. Shout out to Diane for welcoming me into her forum. Shout out to literally every teacher at Community High ever for being just a real G. Super cool. Thanks.
Bree Bayman.
Well, hidely Italy outily Italy, diddly daddly doodly. Real sad that it had to end this way. I love all the staff and my fellow students of this tiny little miracle school. My time with CET, the jazz program, and my forum will never be forgotten. I really cherished every moment of it. I just really wish I had a chance to say goodbye to everybody in person. They may not think it be like it is, but it do.
Caleb Gindy Bright.
So I'd just like to thank all my teachers and friends for helping me guide me throughout my 4 years of high school. A big thanks to Katie, my ILC teacher, for individually guiding me. She was a big help. And also a big thanks to Diane for being my forum leader. Even though I didn't come as much my senior year, I felt like she really cared for me and she wanted the best for me, and I'll always appreciate that. And I'm going to miss everyone there, even though I didn't get to say everyone bye in person. Hopefully I will be able to, and it's an awesome 4 years, and I can't wait for the future.
Nathan Sprick.
I want to say thank you to everyone I've met. All of you have impacted my high school experience in such a unique way. And without that, it could have never been the same. It is because of meeting every single one of you that I will never forget my past 4 years at community high school. And thank you so much, Diane, for being there for all of them.
Gabe Simon. Kat Foley. Leda Santich.
I would like to thank the staff and student body of Community High School, especially Diane and the Dudley Forum, for what has been and will most likely continue to be the most memorable year of my life. All of the experiences, friendships, and knowledge I've gained over this past year will continue to influence me and guide my decisions for years to come. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the honor and the privilege it's been to have spent these past 8 months as a rainbow zebra. Thank you.
Lourdes Salazar.
Thank you for the laughs, tears, and excitement. From the fun field day events to the long hours of studying. Community has helped shape me into the person I am today. The past 4 years have been the toughest years of my life, and I am grateful that community was always there for me when I needed them. I truly do not know how I will function without our awesome staff, but I do know that I will carry on the knowledge they provided me. Thank you to the deans, counselors, janitors, teachers, and friends. I will miss you all and hope to reunite soon. Lo logré, mama.
The Forum of Tracy Anderson, Lillian Crankshaw, Leah Dame, Brennan Dion, Ruhi Khanna, Neva Sears, Katarina Stanzik, and Sarah Tice.
It is my great honor to introduce this amazing group of people. I wish I could give each of you a hug with your diploma. I admire you, I love you, and I wish you a life full of the love and the joy that you deserve. Lillian Crankshaw.
I have had 4 wonderful years at Community High School. The school has shaped me into the person I am today, and I'll be forever thankful for the experiences I have had here. I have developed some of the most amazing relationships with my teachers, deans, and peers. I'd like to thank my parents for always being there and believing in me. Community High School, I'm going to miss you.
Leah Dame.
I buried a part of myself at the start of senior year, but even through everything that's going on, I'm starting to feel myself becoming whole again. I don't know if it's the spring air or I'm blooming with the flowers, but I'm excited for the future. Thank you, teachers and friends. I love you. Thank you, Steve, for being beautifully yourself, for every math teacher that somehow helped pass me. Thank you, Ken, for letting me park in your spot every day second semester. Madame, I'll never forget you, and I'm sorry I failed you in French. Je suis désolée. And thank you, Tracy. I've never met another person who cares for others as much as you. Your support and words mean everything.
Brennan Dion.
When I find myself in an important place in my life, I like to thank those that got me there. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for making me go to community. Thank you to Carter for being my brother. It's not an easy job. Thank you to Manisha for making one of my least favorite subjects one of my most proficient. Thank you, Marci and Courtney, for cultivating my interest in nature into a passion. Thank you to my friends for making high school less work and a lot more play. Finally, thank you to Tracy for not only being my awesome journalism teacher, but also me and my fellow forum members' guide through high school.
Ruhi Khanna.
The last 4 years of my life have been a thrill, filled with exciting adventures and new revelations. I've grown and learned from different perspectives and experiences. All of these things would not have been made possible without my friends, family, and teachers by my side. Community has been my home away from home. Mo, thank you for not failing me. I will miss you dearly. Tracy, thank you for your continuous support and kindness. I am going to miss our crying sessions together during Forum. The connections and relationships that I have built have helped guide me through thick and thin. I am entirely grateful for the time I got to spend with everyone. Thank you.
Neva Sears.
Choosing to come to community was the best decision I've ever made. I've made friends for a lifetime and memories I will never forget. Tracy, you've always been there for me when I needed you the most, and I thank you for that. Also, you have amazing fashion. Where do you get your jeans? Mom and Dad, thank you for always supporting and pushing me to be the best version of myself. And finally, thank you to our wonderful deans who have been working so hard for the class of 2020.
Katerina Stanzik.
During my time at community, I've grown a lot. There was a point where I really lost myself and couldn't even imagine graduating on time. I was at such a low point that I had completely given up on myself. I'm just so lucky that at community, even when you give up on yourself, the teachers won't give up on you. Tracy and Amy are two incredible people that helped me to not only realize I had a problem, but learn how to fight it. I owe them so much, and I don't think they realize how much they changed my life, but I'm always going to be thankful for it. Thank you to my parents, teachers, and friends for helping me become the strongest version of myself during my time at Community High.
Sarah Tice.
People always say that high school will be the greatest years of your life, and to be honest, I thought everyone was lying. That was until I stepped into the building that is Community High, its hallways blanketed with murals and warm smiles. In that moment, I knew I was home. Thank you to everyone who has been with me during this amazing journey. A special shout out to the life-lasting friendships created, my forum leader, Tracy, Robbie, and all that Depression Awareness Group has given me, Ed, who never let me give up, and my wonderful family.
And the Forum of Becky Brent, Julian Ascani, Sonia Benjamin's Carey, Chloe Kurihara, Keegan Messman, Samantha Ramser, Jonah Stanovich, Emma Thornton, and Court Tashlaw Green.
Okay, now on behalf of the Brent Forum, I would like to present to you Sonia Benjamin's Carey.
In the last 4 years, community has become my home. There are many things I'll miss about it. Sitting on the lawn when it's sunny, walking to the river, developing film, repainting the theater, mac and cheese Fridays at the co-op. However, none of that would mean anything without my teachers and my friends. I'm so glad I met all of you. I'm going to miss you so incredibly much.
Next, we have Court Tashlaw Green.
I would like to thank all my teachers who have helped me throughout the last 4 years as a CHS student. Quinn and Christia, you both helped me find my niche in theater and robotics, things I want to keep doing past high school. Craig, you made it really easy to be part of our forum and community in general, especially in those first few years. Becky, you did an amazing job coming in only this year to pick up where Craig left off. I'd also like to thank all my teachers that helped me throughout high school and the experience that you gave me. I truly believe that CHS was a good school for me, and I'm happy that I went here.
Next, we have Sam Ramser.
Over the past 4 years, community has metamorphosized from my school to my home to my family. Anyone who knows me knows that I have grown up so much here. I could thank so many people, but in short, thank you to everyone who thought I was worth it. Everyone who gave me their time and their love and helped me grow into a better person. Even though this feels to me a bit like the season finale of a show that went on one season too long while the writers ran out of ideas, the time that we had was so meaningful, and I feel lucky that we're all still here to cross that finish line together. I love you very much. Good luck, and call me if you need me.
Now we have Chloe Kurihara.
This year feels so much like an ending, and not the happiest of those. It's bittersweet. We got 3.5 great years, and now we're finishing apart instead of together. And this ending is bittersweet, but it isn't simply an ending. It's a doorway to new things, new people, and new endings. And I can't wait for all of us to find a happy ending. Thank you.
Next, we have Emma Thornton.
First off, I of course want to thank my family and friends and teachers for helping me grow into the person that I am today. And more importantly, learning to love myself.
I've been dreaming of my graduation ever since I watched my brother receive his diploma on the stage at Hill Auditorium in 2015. If someone were to tell me then that I'd be receiving mine drive-through style with everyone decked out in hazmat suits, I'd have said they were crazy. I'm heartbroken that I'm missing out on my final semester of high school and all the fun that comes with it. But I'm grateful for every single moment that I did get to spend there, and I'll miss it.
Next, we have Jonah Stanovich.
I just want to thank all my friends and teachers who have helped me through high school. It's been an interesting experience.
Next, we have Julian Ascani.
Some of my favorite memories of community are debating, hydration with Christia, learning improv from Jack, and most importantly, when I got the text from Coach Valsheen letting me know that I placed 9th in the nation in the Skills USA National Carpentry Competition. It's been a good 4 years, but I'm excited to start a promising career in commercial construction. Future's so bright I need new shades. Peace out, Kami.
Next, on behalf of the Brent Forum, Keegan Messman.
The Forum of Ed Kulka, Sophia Berry, Elliot Budzinski, Devin Carter, Damon Clark, Covey Hurd, Molly Malloy, and Amy Rodriguez.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the graduates of the 2020 Kulka Forum. First up is Sophia Berry.
For most people, high school is not always an enjoyable time, and there's probably a point every year where both you and I think if you can make it or if you even want to. And now that I'm done, I really wonder if it was worth rushing through all those 4 years, and I've come to the conclusion it was. While I do love community, I'd never want to repeat high school, even the parts of the year we've missed. But this is because I want to grow up. I want to find what drives me, and I want to be an independent and capable person. And it's impossible to do those things while staying in the same place. So I am willing and happy to say goodbye to community in Ann Arbor and say hello to adulthood.
Next up is Molly Malloy.
I would like to thank my friends, parents, and teachers who supported me through every one of the ups and downs of these 4 years. And I'm especially grateful to Ed for always looking out for me. Attending community has been an incredible experience, and I know it has prepared me well for the future.
Next is Amy Rodriguez.
Okay, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout this time, Ed for his pancakes and support, and my friends. Community will forever be in my heart.
Next, Elliot Budzinski.
I don't know, I went into community kind of hesitant, kind of going for a bigger normal high school experience, but I'm super thankful to everybody there, all the teachers, staff, and especially all the kids who have made it such a wonderful 4 years. And I'm going to be sad to say goodbye, but it's really good to grow up and move forward. So just thank you to everyone.
Next is Damon Clark.
I would like to thank my mom and dad for helping me through school and allowing me to graduate.
Also graduating with the Kulka Forum are Covey Hurd, and Devin Carter.
And the Forum of Courtney Kiley, Jordan De Padova, Loie Jones Perpich, Tim Cohn, and Henry Mosher.
Hi, I'm Courtney Kiley, and I'm honored to present these 4 amazing graduates. Jordan De Padova.
I was lucky enough to make one of my favorite memories from high school only a couple of weeks before it ended. A friend and I were planning to write a short blurb for our journalism class about Courtney's cat, Wicket. We came by around 6 p.m. on a Sunday. It had the potential to be a quick in and out, but almost 2 hours later, we'd been presented her daughter's science fair projects, learned the name of her betta fish, played 3 intense rounds of hullabaloo, been given a house tour, and taken a zombie-themed photo shoot with Wicket. And that's what I love about community. It's a place where a 20-minute project will hours later have made you laugh, learn, and connect with great people. Just like my time at community, even once we finished our interview, I didn't quite want it to be over.
Loie Jones Perpich.
What's that? He snarled, staring at the envelope Harry was still clutching in his hand. If it's another form for me to sign, you've got another. It's not, said Harry cheerfully. It's a letter from my godfather. Godfather, sputtered Uncle Vernon. You haven't got a godfather. Yes, I have, said Harry brightly. He was my mom and dad's best friend. He's a convicted murderer, but he's broken out of wizard prison and he's on the run. He likes to keep in touch with me, though, keep up with my news and check if I'm happy. And grinning broadly at the look of horror on Uncle Vernon's face, Harry set off toward the station exit, Hedwig rattling along in front of him for what looked like a much better summer than the last.
Tim Cohn.
I want to thank my parents because they've just been so supportive and so loving, and it means the world to me. And I want to say thank you for, yes, always supporting me and feeding me and driving me places, and it meant a lot. Thank you to Courtney for being a great forum leader and a friend, someone I could go to and say hi to at school whenever. And let me shoot on your mini basketball hoop. Yes, thank you to my musical mentors, Sean Dobbins, Jack Wagner, and Bobby Strang, for pushing me to be better at music and allowing me to develop a love for jazz. And thank you to Mary Ziegler for always coming to my concerts and being a very special person. And thank you to my mentor, Rick Wooten, as well.
Henry Mosher.
I've always heard such good things about community high school, and now looking back, it really lived up to my high expectations. And I just want to thank everyone that helped me along the way, but especially Courtney for always being there for me, so thank you.
Up next, we have an original poem written and performed by Isabel Perry.
I'm Isabel Perry, and this is Benediction. Congratulations, class of 2020. This is my favorite incarnation of you. The softest one, the one whose smile is like a heron flying over the lake. The one I can't stop saying hello to. And I'd like you before I say goodbye, before I scatter myself eastward and breathless, away from the equator of my memory, to remember all the love we've had. Do it with me now. Put your palm to your pulse. Feel your heartbeat in the center. It reminds me a little of the moon. It waxes full of wanting. It wanes, it breaks, it returns. It's simple. There are so many places to go, ladies and gentlemen and folks and enemies and friends, too many to count. According to grammar rules, many is for when the thing in question can be counted. Much is for when it is limitless. When can I count the stars? Sometimes I lie on my back on the hill by my house, and I name all the stars after people who stand close to my heart. You, Cygnus. She, Betelgeuse. You could go to any star you like. I hope you do. I hope you ignore gravity and stick your tongue out at it and waggle your fingers and laugh like a baby, but before you do, let us think about the past. Remember fresh ginger and green grass. Remember learning what a starfish was. Recall every new word you've discovered, like mycelium and lonely. July will come, as it always does, and there will be newness and a fresh calendar picture, and the people you love will surround you, a benediction. But I'll tell you right now, listen, it's going to change. Just like David Bowie said in his song, changes. What can you do? What do you want to do? What can I do for you? Well, I can only wish you luck. May you open every window. May you fear no evil eye. May it be your birthday again and again and again. May every sunset melt you. May I sing you a pretty song. May I bandage your wounds. May the future treat you kindly. Even if I never see you again, may your heart never break. It can just be love. Let it just be love. I know you're trying. Thank you.
All right, up next is the Forum of Christia West. Graduating with the West Forum is Ian Figueroa, Sophia Kritz, Miles Clapthor, Robert Maglione, and Eli Shavit.
Hello, friends and family. This is Christia West. I am so honored to be able to introduce the West Forum graduates for 2020. First, we have Sophia Kritz.
So no matter how hard I search my mind, I honestly can't think of a more supportive and kind community than the one I have had the privilege of being a part of at community high school. Without it, I know I could have never made it to where I am today, or have found the strength to keep going. No matter where I go from this, I will make sure to remember and treasure all the great friends and memories I made here.
Ian Figueroa.
Every moment at CHS, starting with my first Intro to Lit class with Judith and ending with Manisha's calculus class, has been tremendous. I think my highlight is when my forum got through to the second round of tug of war, and to this day, that is still our record high. I'm going to miss Steve's goofy remarks and Laurel's guarden sus teléfonos y quítense los audífonos. I'm excited to see what the future has in store for me, but I'm equally sad to let go of community. Thank you.
Eli Shavit.
Going into the community as a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect. But after 4 years, I'm proud to call this my home school. Walking down the hallways is always a treat. You're going to run into one of your friends, maybe someone new, one of the freshmen, or even a teacher who's yelling at you to turn in an assignment from last year. But throughout these 4 years, I've met a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing friends, and a lot of amazing teachers. And I really hope that community never changes, because it has really been a great home for myself and so many others.
Robert Maglione.
I'm Robert Maglione, and I'm in the West Forum. And throughout my 4 years at community high school, I've changed a lot. I remember the first day of my freshman year, I sat in there and I felt out of place. I felt like a literal child, like a middle schooler. It was weird. But as I met new people and learned new things, I felt myself grow and evolve and finally feel comfortable with myself. And that's something I'll always value.
Miles Clapthor.
Our graduating class has had a very unique year with a very unique ending. I would like to thank our teachers for remaining dedicated to us throughout the end. And I hope that the class of 2020 is remembered as the class that had the courage to keep learning, thanks to the support from our community, and that we never forget what brought us here, our optimism for the future. Our optimism defines who we are and who we will be far more than our situation ever will.
Next up is the Forum of Cindy Haidu-Banks and Sarah Hechler. Graduating with this forum are Max Mugler and Andrew Plotner.
It is our great honor and privilege to introduce two fantastic graduates of the Hechler Haidu-Banks Forum.
It is bittersweet for me, being that this will be my last two graduates from the Haidu-Banks Forum. Sarah has taken over halfway through this year, and I'm very happy because she's going to be and is a fantastic forum leader. And I want to thank you for sharing forum with me during this time of quarantine. It is with pleasure I introduce to you Max Mugler.
When I was in middle school and first considering going to Commie High, I was skeptical of the whole concept, but I ended up really liking the community here in the plainest sense of that word, and I thank the amazing teachers here for fostering that community.
It is an honor to present Andrew Plotner.
I want to thank community for helping me advance both socially and academically over the years. Community has helped me grow as a person. I was homeschooled for much of my life, so when I first went to community, I found it incredibly hard to make social interactions with other people. Community and the close personal connections it provides has helped me to take myself from that point to make more meaningful connections with others. Community has also helped me as a scholar by making it incredibly easy for me to take classes as a dual-enrolled WCC student. I've managed to take a full 8 courses over my time here, earning a hefty dose of college credit before my graduation. Once again, I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff at Community for incredible 4 years, and let them know that they've prepared me well for what comes next.
Next, we have the Forum of Robert Morgan. Graduating with the Morgan Forum, Grace Bates, Johannes Fromates Canales, Dominic Gatto, Isai Gonzalez, Noah Greenberg, Angelina Smith, and Max Meller.
Introducing Senior Puck Gatto.
Howdy, everyone. It's me, Puck. I would just like to thank my friend and mentor, if you can see my hand, Robert Morgan. There he is. He doesn't say we're friends, but deep down I know he thinks we are. I love him. He's great. I couldn't have done it without him. Look at him. He's a great guy. He's my forum leader. Okay, bye-bye.
It is my pleasure to introduce Johannes Fromates Canales.
Thank you, community, for being a great environment, always showing me good things and bringing the real in situations that matter most. I'm moving on and to a new chapter in my life, and I appreciate all of you've done. Thank you.
Now introducing Senior Max Mellor.
I'd like to start out by thanking my amazing teachers, especially Robert Morgan, my forum leader. I'd like to thank my family and my friends for always showing me love and support. And I'd like to thank Community High School for making me the person that I am.
Up next is Senior Noah Greenberg.
I want to thank every teacher and friend who's helped me grow in these past 4 years. You all mean the world to me. There's too many of you to name, so I'm not going to go into that, but just know I am so very grateful for everything that you've done for me. Thank you.
Introducing Senior Grace Bates.
To Judith, Courtney, Liz, and Manisha, I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that I am the person I am today because of you all. And if it weren't for your endless patience, guidance, everlasting care, and endless love, I would not be here today with a happy heart and a soul bursting with joy. I can only hope that as I take these first steps as an adult and a new soul in this very big world, that I will make you all proud with every step.
It is my pleasure to introduce Senior Isai Gonzalez. And finally, introducing Angelina Smith.
I'm so lucky to have had the opportunity to go to community high school. All of the unique experiences and amazing people taught me endless things and showed me how to see the world in different ways. There truly is a little C community within the big C community, and I'm so grateful I got to be a part of it. I'm going to miss this place with my full heart. Good luck to all of the grads, and thank you so much to everyone who supported me along the way.
Next up is the Forum of Manisha Mankad. Graduating with Manisha's Forum, Josh Bolin, Paige Duff, Natalia Eddy, Claire Perry, Jacob Perlmutter, and Emily Robinson.
I'm honored and proud to present the graduates of Mankad Forum. Josh Boland.
No matter how much we have looked forward to graduating, these past 4 years have been memorable, and we cannot relive these moments. I'm so grateful to all of the teachers who taught me so many important life lessons, and I will undoubtedly miss the friends I made along the way.
Paige Duff.
I used to think that while high school was something to be suffered through, it was also where you found yourself. I didn't find myself at community. I found amazing people instead. People who taught my classes, and people who sat with me at lunch, and people who complimented my outfit as I second-guessed my choices in the bathroom mirror. It's because of them that I grew a self, someone I loved, someone I was proud of. The murals on the walls are pretty, but the people within them are the heart and blood and bones of community high school. I'm so grateful to have shared 4 years with them. Thank you to my friends, my teachers, Manisha, and my family. I love this school and most of the people in it forever, I think.
Natalia, Eddie.
Community has been an experience like no other, and I'm so grateful that I was able to enjoy 4 years here. As the name suggests, the community present in this school is incredible and unique. The teachers here have helped me grow into a completely new person over the course of my time here, and many of the friends I've made will be lifelong. And in a way, these relationships that I've made will be a sort of anchor. Our current future is uncertain, if not scary, and there's comfort in knowing the incredible community of community will always be there for me. I'll miss this school dearly, and thank you to everyone who's helped me.
Jacob, Perlmutter.
I'd like to thank my family, who have loved me more than I could ever thank them for, and who have stood behind my ever-evolving dreams and aspirations. My friends who have walked this deceptively short, beautiful path with me through thick and thin, while never ceasing to make me laugh. The wonderful, incomparable faculty who have poured their hearts into kindling the spirit of this amazing school, even through times of total uncertainty, and who have made this place one that I can wholeheartedly call home. I will never forget the lessons I've learned, the wisdom I've gained, and the people I've grown closest to. My future and the future of my futures and my fellow graduates are becoming more and more uncertain by the minute. But I firmly believe the community has made us ready for whatever comes next. Thank you so much.
Emily Robinson.
One thing that I can proudly say is that I don't know if I would have survived at any other high school. I'd like to thank all the teachers that cared enough to email home, no matter the consequences. You guys got me to where I am now. I'd also like to thank my parents, all 4 of them, for being there for me and helping me throughout these 4 years. Thank you, community, and I can't wait to visit next year.
Claire Perry.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we have the Forum of Ryan Silvester. Graduating with the Silvester Forum, Thomas Duda Cortez, Jayla Johnson, Simone Mahler, Isabel Perry, Noah Pike, May Seyfarth, and Adarsh Tumala.
Presenting the graduating seniors from the Silvester Forum, starting with Isabel Perry.
I was talking to my childhood friend, Maxina Chi, last night, and I've known her for a long time. So that night, without even thinking about it, I told her whole family that they reminded me of white blood cells, because even though they live in Florida and I never get to see them, I know that they always have my back. They'll always support me. That whole family. And blood cells always make sure you're well, even if you don't see them. And I really appreciate them for that. So I'd like to thank Maxina Chi, and I'd like to welcome Community High to my white blood cell count. Thanks.
Thomas Duda Cortez.
There's a part of a Charles Dickens quote that really sums up my time at Community. It goes, "They were the best of times." Community really has been great these past 3 years that I've been here, and I wouldn't have chosen anywhere else. Thank you.
Jayla Johnson.
We did it, boys. No matter how messed up the path, we all made it safe in the end, so that's really what matters. Whenever we reach a milestone, we're all exhorted to believe that we need plans or concrete ideals to be successful. But if any of this situation has taught us anything, life can snap its fingers and the world can go its wicked way. But we can all just take who we want to be and what we want to become, keep it like a rock in our back pocket, and see where it leads us.
Adarsh Kamala.
There's a Charlie Chaplin quote called that says, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." And everybody at Community has made sure that every day was fun and just filled with laughter and just amazing moments.
Simone Mahler.
I'm so grateful to have gotten the chance to attend community high school. It feels like I made a new family full of amazing friends and out of this world teachers. And I really don't think I would have gotten through high school without all these amazing people supporting me and loving me through all these years. So I'm really going to miss this place.
Noah Pike.
For me, Community has always been a place where people who don't always fit into the like exact mold of society to fit in. And for me, that's really what I needed to go through high school. And if without Community, I would have been lost. And it was a really amazing place for me to grow up.
May Safar.
Hi. My speech is kind of spontaneous. I thought I'd just talk as I thought of it. I just wanted to say that I am so glad that I transferred to community. It has been some of the best years of my entire life as like a student. I'd like to thank all of my friends. You've been the best part of school by far. My forum, I couldn't have asked for a better one. Seriously, like I have the best forum. It's been such an amazing school experience. I'm sad that quarantine kind of shortened it, but I'm so glad for the time I did have with community and with my forum and with my friends and with the amazing teachers here. So thank you.
Yay, we did it.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I'd like to thank the following individuals who've made this graduation ceremony so special and amazing today. Brian Williams and Amy McLaughlin for hosting us tonight and announcing our graduates as they came through the procession. Gretchen Eby for every detail. Dean Rebecca for coordinating so many of the logistics around graduation procession and so many other senior details. Jazz Director Jack Wagner and the CHS Jazz Band. Jonathan Thomas Palmer for endless hours of putting together and editing this virtual ceremony. Geneve Thomas Palmer for putting together the video collage at the beginning and end of this broadcast. And so many of the staff at Community High School that delivered goodie bags to make each senior feel special. And of course, nothing at Community can be done without the person who does everything for everyone at our school and always manages to take care of those details that most of us would never think of. Thank you to our everything, our community assistant, Kevin Davis. Graduates and families, I encourage you to be sure to snap a few more pictures this evening as you celebrate together this incredible accomplishment. And to all of our additional guests that joined us this evening, thank you for joining us and celebrating the Community High School Class of 2020. This concludes our evening. Good night.
It's always on and I light tonight. Oh, give. Oh. We both messed up. King, baby, king, baby.
Finish it off. Let's go. There we go.
Hi, Mom. We just got kidnapped celebrity boys. I've had too much time to be a toxic place. I have to leave. Don't you know that times are changing? Growing up, that's the stage. Time is fleeting, catch you sleeping.
One thing that I find unique about community is the freedom, and it gives such a comforting environment to not only the students but the staff, and it also has helped me thrive because I feel trusted here, and it has helped me prepare for college and has helped me mature as a person. Thank you.
I think one of the most important things about community is the openness and welcoming atmosphere that the teachers and administrators and students all bring together. And the ball is put in the students' court for certain things, and I think that trust is extremely important too. Thank you.
I think one of the most special things about community is just the love between everyone here and the love everyone has for what they're doing. It's always clear that the teachers are teaching about things they're passionate about, and that enthusiasm rubs off on the students, and it makes the whole school a loving and welcoming community.
You ready? But what are we, don't record yet, what are we saying?
Welcome back.
Rainbow zebras forever. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So bad. Okay, we gotta do it again.
It is my honor to present these beautiful, scholarly, and resilient graduates. Nina Beardsley. Oh, wait, stop, you gotta stop. I didn't do it. I put that screen thing. What am I supposed to put it where it just...
Speaker view.
Speaker view. How do I do that?
Chills.
Wait. I think it says
you're recording.
All right, let me tell you. It says that it has to do something for 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So I don't know.
Judith, you're still recording. I think you hit start recording.
So what should I hit?
Stop recording.
I did.
I thought I would be really able to go because oh my God. That's embarrassing. Okay.
It is a pleasure. Jonathan, start again. Michaela, you're still on mute.
Thank you. Okay. Liz, you're not the only one that messed up.
All right, I would... See, I messed it up already. See, I'm getting the mess-ups out of the way for you. Starting first, we have... I just looked down there. Oh my goodness. I can't remember 6 names. So sad, so sad. All right, we're doing this again. Jonathan's gonna make fun of me. It's great.
What are you wearing on the bottom? Shorts?
Yeah, just some shorts.
I know, this is the best. It's like, yeah, we're dressed up on top.
Because in reality, community.
Go ahead. That's okay.
No, I can't.
That was awesome.
No, let's just...
Keep going. No, just keep going.
Let's just start over. That was...
You can start over.
But community, you can walk through the hallway and almost no matter what, you're going to get someone to wave to you or talk to you, or some teacher to yell at you to turn in an assignment that's overdue. No, Garcia, you laugh.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute my...
Jonathan! All right, with our last group, we're starting off with the group. Pause, restart.
Scoop. Loey Jones Perpish.
One more try.
Okay, one more try on the Courtney. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. You're a gosh darn saint.
And scene.
Woo, that's exhausting.
Good night, everyone.